March 12th, 2024. On the Fontana Dam, way up there is Neil and Susan hiking ahead of me. We have been leapfrogging since the very first day on the approach trail. Not a fan of being way up high here. Don't want to hold my phone over and drop it. Good morning. Entering the Smoky Mountain National Park. Should take about 4 days to get to Newfound Gap, where I will get a resupply and then continue on for about 2 days until I'm out of the park. Luckily, the weather forecast for the next 3.5 days is supposed to be warm, relatively warm, and dry. And on Friday, in the afternoon, showers, but by then, hopefully, I'll be able to get a shuttle in for supply and be out of the rain. Obviously, I'm still doing videos, but it's not going to be my priority. I'm not going to edit in my tent. When I get to a town, after I do all my chores, if I have time, then I will try to do some editing. So I don't know how frequent the videos will come out. So that was about a, I don't know, half mile or a mile roadblock. Molly's Ridge is the minimal goal for today, possibly further. In order to do a backpacking trip in the national park, you have to have a permit. I got my permit 2 days ago and printed it out. And when you enter the park, you put the date and you put the permit, half the permit, in a box here. The other half you have to carry with you. So, permit. And I put it in the box. Well, it was pretty full. I don't know if they ever collect them. Hardly will go in there. I don't know why. Make a big deal. And there we go. I'm officially hiking in the backcountry of the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. Here is where I am going. Stack Fire Tower. I'm at the Shattuck Fire Tower, which is a little side trail. It's where I started today. And Shattuck Tower, I got a smoke, and it's on my line 100. Guess what time it is? That's right, it's peanut butter jelly time. About 3 o'clock, less than 2 miles to go to Molly's Ridge shelter, where I'm going to spend the night. The trail along this section is right on the Tennessee, North Carolina border, and there's no sign, but I've been hiking in and out of Tennessee and North Carolina for the last couple miles. So, another state down. On a mountaintop in Tennessee, the greenest state in the land of the free. I'm hiking this trail, I'm gonna see every tree. I heard there are bears, I hope they don't eat me. It's about 4:30. Coming up to the Molly Ridge shelter, and that'll be where I'm staying for tonight. Got a hole in my shoe. I was hoping the last town would have something to fix it, but they didn't. So hopefully the next town I can get some goo or something. Well, I sewed it with a sewing kit. It's probably cotton thread. It probably won't last, but hopefully it'll last a couple days until I can put some shoe goop or something. Early start, 8:30. Sun's just come up. It doesn't come up till 8 o'clock here. Leaving Molly's Ridge. It's about 10 o'clock. It was 35 degrees when I got up this morning. I have on my hoodie, I have on long pants, I have a buff on my head. There's a shelter coming up. I'm going to stop there, change the shorts, take off my hoodie. Temperature is warming up quickly as the sun comes up. $11:30. Going about 6 miles. There's a shelter here. Gonna stop for lunch, refill my water, and on to Rocky Top. Just finished lunch. I have to go get water. 1:45, getting back on the trail. Derrick Knob is where I'm going, so I have 6.3 left for the day. I've gone 6, so that'll be a 12.3 mile day.
On these rocks, or am I too high? All right.
Rocky Top, Tennessee. I don't think the song's about this mountain. Big crowds on the top of Rocky Top. Nice views. Beautiful day. And this is the summit of Thunderhead Mountain. Rocky Top is actually a sub-summit of Thunderhead. Obviously, it's all grown in by rhododendrons, and so you can't see anything. 4:30 in the afternoon, 0.4 miles to go to Derrick Knob Shelter. 12.3 miles for the day, and a lot up and down. Another beautiful weather day though. March 14th. It's Thursday, I think. Early start, 7:30. First time in a long time I've got out this early. Big day today. Got 13 miles planned. I should pass the 200-mile mark and go over the highest mountain on the Appalachian Trail. It's called Klingman's Dome. It's cold this morning, but it should warm up into the 60s again. Really been lucky with these Smoky Mountain National Park. It can snow anytime up into May. And when it snows, they close all the roads and you get trapped up here. So they keep stressing you have to check the weather before you enter the park. And we just lucked out. We meaning the other people that entered at the same time. Unusual for 3 days in the 60s in a row this time of year. Being a lot further south and a lot further west than where I live in Maine, the sun comes up about an hour later than it does at home. So it's hard for me to get used to, but sunrise right now with daylight savings time isn't until about 8 o'clock in the morning, which is ridiculous. Of course, as I'm blabbing, it finally popped up. 10:45. I've gone 5.7 miles. I'm at Silas Bald Shelter. I'm going to take a break here, see if I have service, and get some water. Back at it. Stopped, took a little rest, filled up my water. I'm on top of a mountain called Silas Bald. It's 11:45. I don't see any viewpoint. It's a little confusing on which way the trail goes. Anyway, I'm going to see if I have a signal. As I gain elevation, I'm getting into more of the coniferous trees and less deciduous. We're running into some snow here. According to the Hook Guide, this intersection is the 200 mile of the Appalachian Trail mark. See if it's written anywhere, I don't know. 200 mile mark. 200 miles so far. Only 1,997 more to go. 4 miles to go to the shelter. However, I'm going up to the tower first. Wingman's Dome Tower. Leave the weight of my pack behind. Just because I like to climb that little bit extra height.
Down like a half liter of water just to wash it out.
It's the resting spot. Coming down Klingman's Dome, there are a few tiny ice patches that are easy to step around. So I carried my Exo spikes 200 miles, an extra 7 ounces on my back for no reason. Very long day, but I made it to the side trail for the shelter. Ooh, it's 5:30. I started early at 7:30. Beware of the Ides of March. It's Friday morning, May 15th, the Ides of March, and I'm still here. However, day 4 in the Smokies, thunder and lightning this morning, It's supposed to be rain all day. But the good news is it's town day. A shuttle is picking me up and about 6 others at 11 o'clock. I have to hike 5.5 miles to the point where they're picking us up at 11. So I got up early and I'm ready to go, and it's 7 a.m. It's kind of weird hiking in the dark during a thunder. Well, the thunder's off in the distance now. Luckily the rain let up quite a bit. But it's a new experience. The sun doesn't come up till 8 o'clock around here, so it's not that it's that early, it's that the sunrise doesn't come up around here. Been an hour, gone about a mile. No, it hasn't been an hour. 7:45, so maybe half hour, gone a mile. Smoky Mountain rain keeps on falling. She keeps calling my name. And I'm somewhere in the Smoky Mountain rain. First one of these wire fence things. Apparently there's a problem with wild boars, and this is supposed to control them or keep them in a certain area. Newfound gap.